Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers.
2025 Carolina Panthers.
Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers, has us set to get started. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun, it's Young. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell. Can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
Second and 5. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Panthers are going to recover the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Panthers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. He'll swing this out to Dowdle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Dalton working from the pistol. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Dalton. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Dalton to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. On 4th down, and on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This will be from 47 yards. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, We'll step away for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
Just a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's to the rookie from Arizona, Teteroa McMillan. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw, and that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. And that's it. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third and long. To throw is Dalton. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Bobo is the motion man. Block out of the shotgun. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. They'll run with Dowdle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
12 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And that is incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
In a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll go play action with Darnold. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks, but a solid pickup on that first down play. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. The run up the middle, it's Walker. To the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Ike Mukwanu, former 6th overall pick. Guilty on that one. Now this is going to be he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. To throw on first down is Darnold. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Moving the tight end right. Throwing on second down. Darnold. Moving outside, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself
He's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. Wow, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Third and goal coming up. To throw is Darnold. Flushed to his left, and he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Holding offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. Third and goal. Throwing, Darnold. Out wide. It's a screen to cut. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Makes the score.
And this is what you
Seahawks
want.
10,
I mean, you clearly have the
Panthers
advantage,
nothing.
but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back
Jason
out there.
Myers
Had the
to
field
kick
goal a
off
moment
for
ago.
Seattle.
Now set to kick this one away. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. He'll step up and run this. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Dowdle. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Waste of time. What is this?
Really? This cannot be happening.
3rd and long. McMillan comes in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they work this out to the 23. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Dalton. Pass taken in by Dowdle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They motion a receiver right. Dalton. And that is incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll bring this up to the 22. Bobby Brown, the one who brought him down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down and 8. Cup in motion. Darnold now to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 3rd and long, here is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returnable from his own 15. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. play fake. He'll look to throw. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Dalton to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses.
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Holding offense.
Now, Darnold.
Darnold's pass, complete to Kenneth Walker. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the Panthers' 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Dalton working from the pistol. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. it results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. Shotgun snap, the run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Nicky Manwari is there to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Dalton. He'll try and carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown.
Holding offense.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. He'll step up and run. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down.
10 at the 49-yard
Oh,
line.
man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Leggett in motion. To throw is Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Dalton. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
13 yards on that pass play. It's a Carolina first down.
10 yards on the play.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Space to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. Greg, they get some points here and cut into the lead. I don't know, you've been there. Do you feel the pressure even though it's the first quarter, given what the score is?
I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, is you just can't start chasing. You can't come out of your game plan this early here in the first quarter. Just keep chipping away, keep putting together good possessions. Now, they find themselves trailing by this much here in the third and fourth quarter. That changes everything.
And this is no good. The rookie misses the extra point. We'll see if that affects him or the game the rest of the way. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away.
The
Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter, 3rd and 11, as we are ready to get back underway. From the gun on third down, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Back to throw. The catch made by McMillan. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll look to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Throwing, Dalton, looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On comes the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. He'll push ahead to the 21. Princely Umanmielen is there to make the play. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Pick it up. Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Now a screen set up for ETN. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
McMillan, the man in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, and this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2nd and 10. Dalton. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for.
4th down.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Darnold now to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Third and long. Here's Darnold again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. Dalton to throw. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 11.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Sam Martin
on now is the punt team for the Panthers. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 2. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. Drive will start on the ground, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get some points on them.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
The Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Dalton. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more.
20-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Walker. Finding room at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
So a
35.
big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
First and
Well,
10
that's
at
how
the
you get a
45-yard
drive started.
line.
A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Now inside the 25. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
A gain
yards.
of 21 on that
That's
pass
good
play.
for a
First
Seahawks
down, Seattle.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. And the
Yeah, so what I like here is it's
first
not
down.
only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The Panthers offense and receiver Teteroa McMillan set to take over once again. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 43, here's second and a couple. The motion man is Sanders. Another run here with Hubbard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with the rookie from Georgia. It's Trevor Etienne. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Josh Jobe brings him down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man here is Mitchell. On the ground, here's Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
To throw is Dalton. That one intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Tight end motioning left. On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. Room to run at the 30. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Tight end going in motion here. 1st down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
At their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. The problem's continuing. He coughs it up again. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. That'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit. here at this stage of the game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Charbonnet. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
On the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold, escaping to his left. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Now a give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Bobo is the motion man. Now Darnold. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. That one on the tackle, Abraham Lucas. They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing, Darnold. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. They get the 1st round pick, the rookie, Gray Zabel. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. Throwing, Dalton. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He's to the 45. And he is finally taken down inside the 40-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. McMillan comes in motion. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now it's Dalton. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. Dalton. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will not be returnable as this kick would go out of bounds. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Moving to his left. Off he goes.
Holding offense.
That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. In motion is Barner. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He finds Cup along the out route. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's Darnold again. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Shaheed in motion. Darnold to the air once more. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Third and long. To throw again is Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Panthers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Dalton to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. And is completed to Cup. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
The 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. To get this complete, it's Cup again. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. Robbie Oots. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Back to the right and caught by Sanders. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? To throw is Dalton. It's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's Dalton. He's going to look for the home run ball. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this complete. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 37-yard line.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Run with Charbonnet, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, they'll run. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Number 36 on the carry. Bobby Brown brought him down. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
We're about ready now for the punt.
For the Seahawks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll go again with Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Throwing, Dalton. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now it's Dalton. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. The motion man is Sanders. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Leggett in motion. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Leggett in motion. Dalton. That's to the receiver, Horn. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now, fake. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now Charbonnet. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Handoff here, up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The ball's out. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing. Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
1st and 10.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Shaheed in motion. To throw is Darnold. They'll look to set up the screen here.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, Charbonnet, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. Not much there, maybe a yard. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down, 8 yards to go. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he'll take this one in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead.
Panthers 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over.
The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Passer, defense.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go. Hey, we need 7.
Now Dowdle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold to throw. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Darnold now to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And once again, he loses the football. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. Now Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only going to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, check and motion.
To throw is Dalton. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down back in the backfield in the area of holding. So that'll cost them half the distance. The motion man here is Mitchell. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He's to the 40. Rico Dowdle. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Sam Martin
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. To return, it's Shaheed. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. The motion man is Sanders. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Here's Dalton. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The
Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet, and he'll work this out to the 23. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's Charbonnet. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
Oh, a loose football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Charbonnet. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll try and get there up. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jason Myers.
So Myers
to kick
back
off
out
for
there
Seattle.
at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They'll begin here on the ground. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The slot man in motion right. Throwing, Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Now it's Dalton. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Waste of time.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punt it away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now give up the middle, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Darnold. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. I hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now they'll set up to throw. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Dowdle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
3rd and 11. They'll throw out of the gun. Forced out wide. Taking off. He'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Charbonnet in the back, and he goes straight ahead. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? 1st and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This is 3rd and 6. Now Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's LeBrian Ray in on the tackle. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third down, they need 5. Throwing, Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Let's pick it up. What are y'all doing?
Give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Good blocking, and he's in. George Holani. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks stretch things out even further. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. Leggett in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. Dalton to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. On now is the punt team for the Panthers.
For Carolina.
The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Michael Jackson in for the stop. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's McIntosh. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Now, this looks like a design run. He takes off.
Darnold on the keeper. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. Darnold to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Keep it tight, defense.
Defense, one shot. Good stop, defense. Stop.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team.
Seahawks.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's complete to ETN. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dalton. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
To throw is Dalton. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground, and he'll get about 5. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff now for McIntyre. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Leggett in motion. Here's Dalton. The ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Leggett in motion. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Quick throw here is complete. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Let's go, Panthers. Carolina.
Third and long. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing, Dalton. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. They finally get him down inside the 20, but it looks like this one is going to come back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now it's Dalton. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield. Usually the spot that tells us hold it. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. On the give, it's McIntyre. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Another run, and here's McIntyre. And he'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with McIntyre. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Cup in motion. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll run with McIntyre. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Third down and 3. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll throw here on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover. They retain possession. And now here comes the punt team.
Formation for Carolina.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's a run with McIntyre. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's McIntyre. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. It's going to be third. They need one. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have it up there for the first down. Taken up to the 43-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. First and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Up the middle they go. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Dalton. Rolling to the left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play. So let's check out this call. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, the short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Slot man in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.